Green Christmas, I'm Mr. Sun. I'm Mr. Heat Blister. I'm Mr. 101. They call me Heat Miser. Whatever I touch starts to melt in my clutch. I'm too much.
He's Mr. Green Christmas, he's Mr. Sun. He's Mr. Heat Blister, he's Mr. 101.
They call me Heat Miser. Whatever I touch starts to melt in my clutch.
He's too much.
Thank you. I never want to know a day that's under 60 degrees. I'd rather have it 80, 90, 100 degrees. Oh, some like it hot, but I like it really hot.
He's Mr. Green Christmas, he's Mr. Sun.
Sing it!
Well, it's that Yuletide season once again, Internet goers. It is Mad Mab here once again to wish you a happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, etc., etc. Now let's get down to brass tacks here. Between people like the Nostalgia Critic and people like the Cinema Snob, a lot of the more infamous Christmas movies have already been reviewed or at least mentioned to some degree. Now, I had originally wanted to do the Doctor Who Christmas special called The Next Doctor. Now, I couldn't get a prop that I wanted for that one, so I couldn't do it. So next, I thought, hey, why not do the Muppet Christmas Carol? But I couldn't find my VHS copy of it, and I couldn't acquire a DVD or a Blu-ray copy of it in time either. So, with my two main ideas completely out of the window of possibility, I had a suggestion by my mom which I decided to take. But I'm not going to do this one alone. So, joining us now via jump cut, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Thor Mathiason of the Mathiason Project.
Hey.
Hey.
What are we reviewing today?
Well, Thor, today we are going to review A Snow White Christmas. And no, it is not a Disney movie. But judging by this, as we are about to see, this must take place sometime after the general story of Snow White.
It's got animation that's unique to the late 70s and early 80s. Not to mention this movie just screams Hanna-Barbera quality of animation to boot.
Our film opens up on a Renaissance-looking ice carnival in the land of Noel, and we're introduced to some of the main cast. King Charming, his wife, and his daughter, both of which are named Snow White.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Real creative there. I wonder if he ever calls out for Snow White, wanting his daughter to come to him, only for his wife to respond.
Well, she's joined by her hobbit friend named Grunion.
Come on, Grunion!
Really? You're gonna stick with that?
Grunion.
Grunion.
Really. Grunion.
Sadly, yes. Anyways, Snow White, who just so happens to look like Judy Jetson,
Rip off! Bless you.
and Grunion, the hobbit, decide to go to the carnival and take part in the Christmas activities in this particular montage.
Sickle sparkling in the midday sun, reflecting all the joy this Christmas. Boys and girls are playing, having so much fun. There's so much joy this Christmas.
So, naturally, being a kids' movie, young Snow White wants there to be a castle where all the boys and girls of Noel can go to play. Seriously? You're a princess. You gotta be filthy rich. Rent a bounce castle for an afternoon. Yeesh.
But oh no, Snow White wants to repurpose an old, some rundown castle on the other side of the mountain in the land of Noel, which, as we find out, may not be such a good idea.
It never is.
The old castle on the dark side of the mountains still holds bad memories for you. Perhaps we should not allow Snow White.
To make the Christmas decree, We must. Else we would have to explain about my wicked stepmother and the poisoned apple, and I don't want her to know of such evil as I knew.
Oh yes, rather than tell your child that there is a great evil that tried to assassinate you that still permeates the area where that said castle where your child wants to make into a Chuck E. Cheese is still there. Oh yes, because that's far better. Because, you know, what are the chances that great evil could come back from the dead, right?
Spoilers.
Brilliant! As the sun comes out and strikes the crystal umbrella, it reveals the location of the Ark of the Covenant.
Wrong movie. The crystals of the umbrella somehow turn the sun's rays into a Tesla death ray, melting some of the snow that had Captain America... the evil queen frozen solid.
Getting back on track, the evil queen, who just so happens to look like Evil Lyn from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Oh dear God.
Oh, please tell me that... please don't tell me that this is a prequel to the He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special.
Naturally, after being frozen carbonite for so long, she wants revenge on Snow White.
After 10,000 years, I'm free! It's time to conquer Earth!
So she goes all Elsa on the Land of Noel by conjuring a big snowstorm that even the Winter Warlock would be green with envy over. Princess Snow White goes to her mother and father, only to find them frozen Elsa-style. Seriously? Come on, people. Frozen wasn't that good of a movie. Maybe you should just let it go.
Back to the plot. Queen Snow White tells her daughter, Princess Snow White, that this is the doing of her wicked stepmother, the former queen. She tries telling her daughter to find the 7 dwarves whom helped her out once before, but alas, she doesn't get the chance, and is frozen solid quicker than Anna was from Elsa.
Alright, I'll stop with the cheap shots at Frozen.
That's what we get when we let him write the script.
Hey!
While fleeing the quickly day-after-tomorrow-esque landscape, which I suppose is score 1 climate change believers, Snow White and her hobbit friend eventually find themselves in what I can only describe as a cross between the Jack and the Beanstalk story and that world from Super Mario Bros. 3 where everything's giant.
And it's here where we happen to come across the 7 giants. Their names are Finicky, Corny, Tiny, Hicker, Weeper, Brawny, Thinker,
Philly, Kitty, Oin, Doin, Darlin, Barlin, Buffer, Bumper, Dory, Ori, and the leader of our company, Sorin Oakenshield.
And let us not forget the 8th giant, Jolly.
Oh, and you'll never get this. Not in a million years.
Wicked Queen. Could it be the same one, our cousins? The dwarfs?
What a twist!
Talk about a twist. I haven't been this surprised since Snape.
Spoilers.
You ruined a perfectly good setup to a good joke, River Song.
Speaking of a river, not long after that, they're all sitting together in a dried riverbed, where the giant called Tiny jinxes their situation by saying how much he'd hate being there if all that snow melted at once. But really, what are the chances of that happening?
This is so predictable. I knew it.
And just when you thought all was lost, they all just wake up from their near drownings like it was nothing.
Look at them, all 6 of them. And I suppose I'll have to wash all the clothes. Oh.
Can we take that ride again sometime?
After her failed attempt to kill Princess Snow White again, seriously, All this just to be the most beautiful in the land? You're a queen, lady! Go invade somewhere, take it over, then you'll be the most beautiful in the land then! Yeesh, man. You know, this is a pretty pathetic prequel to the life story of Countess Elizabeth Bathory. And grats to those of you who had got that.
Seems the Evil Lynn knockoff is not through trying to kill Snow White just so she can be crowned Miss Congeniality. She turns her 2 vultures into the Jabberwocky's unholy spawn.
While the giants are distracted outside by the Jabberwocky spawn, Queen Evil Lynn decides that she is going to turn herself into an old lady selling flowers or something. I think she said that it was like their sister or something. Anyways, the flowers are enchanted to make anyone who smells them fall into a deep, deep slumber.
Now, my beauty, something with poison in it, I think. With poison in it, but attractive to the eye and soothing to the smell. Poppies. Poppies will put them to sleep.
Yeah, except the Wicked Witch had legitimate evil world-conquering plans. Remember, the sole reason for killing Snow White, the evil queen has ever had, was to be the prettiest in the kingdom. Think about that.
Really think about it. Wouldn't you know it, the 7 giants defeated the Jabberwocky spawn, thus turning them back into vultures. Just after the evil queen has fled their cabin, putting Snow White under the Wicked Witch Poppy's spell from the Wizard of Oz.
Of course!
All seems lost in the land of giants and Noelle, as they all act like she's dead. But Brawny Giant don't play that.
Where are you going, Brawny? To get me a wicked queen.
No, seriously. Brawny Giant leads a March of the Ents, and they decide to go all Ragnarok upon Queen Evil Lynn's castle. But she now knows they're coming, so channeling her inner storm...
Let lightning and thunder rend the land, and stop the giants where they stand.
Nature, I command you, bring forth thunder and lightning!
She calls down lightning to stop them.
But much like in Pokemon, her Thunder Wave doesn't do much of anything.
That force should stop anything!
I guess you could say the giants were... thunderstruck.
What? You gave him the... That's totally not fair. But my mom says I'm cool.
I guess the audience just knows what they like.
Seeing as how her unlimited power Sith Lightning cannot stop the giants, what could she possibly conjure down? She could just casually summon kaiju at will?
Let them fight.
But Hicker hiccups so much, he triggers an earthquake that scares the kaiju away, breaking the magic mirror, which turns out to be the source of her power, and possibly killing the queen in the process.
Well, it's time to bring this movie to an end.
With Queen Evil Lynn dead, or perhaps banished back to Eternia, her magic slowly is undone, the king and queen thaw out, and, oh, yeah. But what of Princess Snow White? Big shocker, Snow White isn't waking up. Oh, wait, now she wakes up? Oh, come on! It took a prince's true love kiss or something to wake her mother from that poison apple coma. What woke her up this time? Guess it doesn't really matter in the end. And with the land restored to peace and harmony, the land of Noel can finally celebrate Christmas.
He himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast.
Oh, would you stop that? Anyways, it turns out that Brawny, while Snow White was in her poppies-induced slumber, made the castle that she wanted to have where all the children could play and laugh and sing whenever they want. Of course, when Snow White says she loves Brawny, he turns a bright enough red to put Rudolph out of work.
I make a castle for the little fleas, and, I got sunburned, by gum.
It's not a bad movie for its time. You can tell it's a kid's movie, don't get me wrong. But as you get older, maybe those kids' movies you enjoyed growing up don't make as much sense as they did when you first watched them. But maybe that's just the point of a kid's movie, right? You know, to just have fun.
I remember having watched this movie at least once before this review, and my family didn't even know this as a Snow White Christmas. Because it had very little to do with Christmas and all that, it had more to do with sort of like a retelling to the plot of Snow White than anything else. My family, until a little while ago, didn't even know its real name. We knew this as the Snow White and the Seven Friendly Giants in my family. Do I recommend this movie? Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Just remember it's for kids, so go a little easier on it than you might normally end up doing.
Yeah. Anyways, happy holidays, folks. Be safe out there this winter.